I find poetry in mathematics. I am Amina, and I originally come from Algeria. I came to the Netherlands to study in Design Academy Eindhoven. I graduated last year, 2024, and since then I have my own design practice, and my practice is called Craft and Code. It all starts with the text, the very boring, not aesthetic way of using math, which is just writing, combining these formulas. So trying to create an equation using different components in it, and finding the right combinations. And I do that in software, so it all happens in the computer in the beginning. And I communicate with 3D modeling software using mathematics. So I try to keep it in its natural language, keep it raw, keep it natural. I really like the raw aspect of it. And the next step allows me to understand them better. So the step where they get visualized. From the equation, I visualize how it looks like. So the equation is written in pure mathematics, then I get to visualize it in a 3D software, and then afterwards I use 3D printing as a method to make the equation exist. I find my inspiration in poetry and in patterns, and that comes from my memories when I was growing up in Algeria. And there are a lot of very old crafts and also very old languages. So I always found it very beautiful, the combination of how poetry interacts with people in their daily life and how they translate it into their crafts. It's very earthy, very raw, and attached to the roots. I've always been very inspired by both very technical things, so a lot about patterns, geometry, and repetition in those, so symmetry, asymmetry, and I found that a lot in mathematics. But I've also always been inspired by the more natural flows, so patterns in nature, but also the movement in the dunes or in the waves in the seas. I translate it in a slightly different way. Of course, my process is digital, but I still try to stay attached to the earthy part. The thing that draws me to create is to explain myself, to express this duality, this almost contradicting elements that most people find difficult to coexist with each other. They can coexist very well together because, they are both combining something complex with poetry in it. I would like to make mathematics exist as much as possible in real life. Of course, it does exist, but most people don't see it. And that means exploring a lot of more mediums to translate it and bring it to reality, and hopefully also translating it in different scales, so very large scales but also very small scales. And I would love to make it live with as many people as possible in as many ways as possible.